everybody, this is Chad from Stick's blog. I'm Stick, and today I just want to talk about how I've managed to drop just a few ounces off of my total pack weight by going from the stuff sacks that come with some of the products that I buy to Cuben fiber stuff sacks. Now I will say I'm not trying to reveal any kind of secrets here. Anybody that does much backpacking has probably heard of Cuben fiber, and everybody pretty much knows that it's way lighter than most of the other materials that are available in the market that backpacking gear is made from, such as stuff sacks, tents, clothing, just whatever. But anyway, in this video I just kind of wanted to show how I managed to drop just a few ounces by switching out the stuff sacks that came with the products to some of the Cuben fiber stuff sacks. Now I will go ahead and say that the stuff sacks that I've got here that I'm going to show you I bought from Joe at ZPacks. I placed an order a while back and I got some of them, and then just recently I placed another order and I got a few more. And I just want to take the time to kind of show you and just kind of show you how I managed to drop a few ounces by going to that. Now first off, I want to start with this one here. Now I didn't actually drop any weight by going with this because this is something that I just built recently. This is actually my Heineken cook set, and I made a video on that and I posted it on my blog just a few days ago actually. If you want to check that out, go ahead and check it out. But what I found is I have one of these stuff sacks I ordered on my first order from Joe. This is actually a small, the ZPacks small Cuben fiber stuff sack. It weighs 0.1 ounces. So if you want to look at what I've got here, the cook set that I've got inside with everything, stove, windscreen, cook pot, everything, weighs 2.7 ounces. With the stuff sack it weighs 2.8 ounces. So nice lightweight cook setup, but a nice lightweight stuff sack that I got for it. So anyway, now I'll show you some of the things that I'm actually replacing. But first off, if you'll remember a while back I did a video on my ditty bag. When I did the video, this was a stuff sack that was had everything from my ditty bag inside it. Now this is actually a Sierra Designs stuff sack. It came with a pair of rain pants that I bought, and the rain pants stuffed into their pockets, so I didn't really feel like I needed to bring along a stuff sack, so I used it for the ditty bag. But this stuff sack weighs 0.5 ounces. And I knew that I could get it just a little bit lighter than that. So what I did is I bought the ZPacks mini stuff sack. Now this thing, on the website it weighs, or it shows that it weighs 0.1 ounces. But when I put it on my scale, I couldn't even get it to pick up 0.1 ounces. So I'm going to imagine this stuff sack probably weighs about 0.7, 0.8 ounces, somewhere around in there. Enough so that it doesn't show up on my scale. So this thing is super light. When I pulled it out of the shipping bag, I was like, wow, that thing is light. And it really is. So anyway, I went from 0.5 ounces to less than 0.1 ounces. So right there, I have 0.4 ounces at least savings. So next, I want to talk about my cook pot stuff sack. Now recently, I bought one of the Evernew titanium 0.9 liter non-stick cook pots. And this is the stuff sack that came with it. Nice stuff sack. Ain't nothing wrong with it except that it weighs 0.5 ounces. So I went ahead and I ordered the ZPacks cook pot stuff sack. Let's get that out. I ordered that. When I got it in, put it on the scales, weighs exactly 0.1 ounces. So right there, I managed to save another 0.4 ounces. So big cool thing there. Plus, the stuff sack fits around the stove, in my opinion, better than this one did. So next. Now I didn't have a big weight savings on this. This is actually the stuff sack for my Montbell ultralight down inner parka, and I have a video on that you can check out if you're interested. But the stuff sack that came with it is actually not very heavy. It's only 0.3 ounces. That's some thin material right there. I think it's 15 denier, nylon ripstop, something in there. But anyway, it's really thin. So this is actually only 0.3 ounces. Now the stuff sack that I got for it is the ZPacks Small Plus. It's a little bit bigger than this one, but it only weighs 0.2 ounces. So I only saved 0.1 ounces by going with this stuff sack. To this stuff sack from this stuff sack. Now this is one of those occasions to where if I found that I needed another smaller stuff sack for something, I would go ahead and I would put my jacket back inside this, and I would use this for the other needs. But I don't think I really do, because I've pretty much got stuff sacks for everything I feel like I need. But anyway, there's only a 0.1 ounce difference in this here, but it's still a savings. Next I want to talk about this. I do have a clothes bag. Some people may not want a closed bag, but I prefer a closed bag. And the biggest reason is because I'm getting some Montbell Ultralight down in the pants, and I'm going to store those in my clothes bag along with just some other socks and stuff that I definitely want to keep dry when I'm backpacking. Now this is a make your own gear. I made this out of some 1.1 ounce seal nylon I bought from Quest Outfitter a long time ago. This thing only weighs 0.6 ounces, but I decided I would drop a little weight off of it and go with this one from ZPacks. This is the medium sized stuff sack, and it weighs 0.25 ounces. So right there I say 0.35 ounces by going with this from this. Not a big weight savings again, but it's starting to add up. The last one that I want to talk about is my food bag. Now I did a video on my bear bagging system a while back, and you can check that out. It's posted on my blog. But I just want to go over it again real quick. This is the bag that I used. It's an Outdoor Research Graphic dry sack. 2.6 ounces, but it's a huge 15-liter bag, holds plenty of food. But at 2.6 ounces, I knew I could get lighter, and I did. I bought the ZPacks Large Blast food bag. This thing weighs 0.8 ounces, and it's big too. It'll hold a lot of food. But anyway, 0.8 ounces, 2.6 ounces. That's a 1.8 ounce saving. Now that's kind of big as far as stuff sacks are concerned. So anyway, with all these savings right here, if you'll add them all up, I've got a little over 3 ounces worth of savings. Now that's 3 ounces. That's not a big whoopie-doo, but 3 ounces is 3 ounces. When I add it up with some of the other stuff that I'll save off my pack weight by either leaving it out or swapping other gear, it's all going to start adding out. Now I just want to throw in a few more things that I could replace, and I may eventually. First off is this. This is my sleeping bag stuff sack. It's huge because I like to put my sleeping bag in it and put it down the bottom of my pack and then put everything else on top and let it compress as needed. But I wanted something that's waterproof. This is the same 1.1 ounce seal nylon that I made my clothes sack out of. The only difference is I actually seam sealed this one with some seal net. So this thing weighs 1 ounce. Probably the closest thing that I could imagine would be something like this off of ZPacks, and at 0.8 ounces and 0.8 ounces and 1 ounce, I would say just a little bit of weight there. So big thing there. Next will be my tent stake. Now this is my Lunar Duo. It comes with this seal nylon stuff sack. This stuff sack weighs 0.6 ounces, and probably something around this size would be its replacement. So if I was to do that, this is 0.25, this is 0.6, I would save another 0.35 ounces. So altogether, if I go ahead and replace these things too, that's going to be 4 ounces that I'm going to save weight on. 4 ounces is a quarter of a pound. Am I going to notice that on my back? No, I'm not going to notice that. But when I start adding it up, I may eventually notice it. And it just puts me a little bit closer to being a little bit lighter. So anyway, I appreciate you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, if you don't mind, just post them at the bottom of the video here, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Till then, see you later.